Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. Going to do something probably unexpected today, or if you know me, maybe it won't be unexpected. Typically on the channel, I review watches that we sell in the store, and occasionally I'll delve into maybe an educational video or a personal watch or something that means something to me that's just cool. I went out and purchased a San Martin or San Martin, however you pronounce it, a couple of months ago with the actual intent of reviewing the watch. I figure, kind of like Islander, they definitely started out in the homage business as I did, and now they're branching off into what they call original design, and I'm going to review one of them today. I got it. It's a pretty cool watch. So I'll give you my thoughts on it, and then meet me back here afterwards because I want to share maybe a little some more business end stuff of it if you're interested. For my own wrist check today, speaking of reviewing watches that I sell, the Islander Northport with the seafoam green dial is back in stock. Coming close to being an all-time bestseller. Give it another year or so and it'll probably eclipse the ISL 18. And on my other wrist is a perfect summertime watch, hanging on to the last licks of summer with the Squale Matic with the blue dial and the white rubber strap. Let's talk about this watch. So here we go. The watch came to me packaged in a little zip top, I think it's a leatherette. I don't know if it's real leather, whatever. But good for travel, a little pillow inside. The watch was wrapped around, and this is what I got myself. San Martin definitely grew up in the homage business like Islander and has been branching out into original designs. And this is what they call the SN0118 original design. It came in a few different flavors. There was a blue dial, an orange dial. And people are probably like, oh, Mark, I'm surprised you didn't go for the blue dial. I don't know. The orange, I think, spoke to me better with the accented blue rubber strap. I thought it looked really good. And it did come on a mesh. That was also an option for a little more money, but I did opt to, again, just for color, to keep it on the blue. I think it looks really nice. Be perfectly honest with you. I'm not sure what I was expecting. Maybe I was probably expecting good things because all I've ever heard is good things. But, hey, it's good to confirm good things. And just so people realize that I really bought it, that's what I paid. $228, and I found a $30 coupon, and that's it. And it was shipped to me here in my office. So I paid what, $208, which I think it's a screaming hot deal. My notes are written on the back of that. So model number SN0118-G. So it's running on, I think it was very analogous to an Islander. So it's running on a Seiko NH35, so that's going to hand wind hack 40 hours of power reserve. So I unscrew the crown, it's a screw down crown, it's 200 meters of water resistance. I can wind it, and then I can pull out the crown 2 clicks and stop the seconds hand, and then I can pull it out 1 click, and I can change the date. There it goes. Nothing in the other direction. It is an NH35 screw down in turn. 200 meters of water resistance. It is 40 millimeters in diameter, so great size, 12.4 thick to a domed sapphire crystal. Was there AR in it? I didn't write down if there was AR, but let's see. If there's AR, it's clear. So it's probably AR. Everyone uses AR, but I apologize for that. 47.8 on the lug tip to lug tip. A very sterile case back. Definitely think they can do something here if I want to be critical. I guess this is probably what I'm critical about, some branding or some text or whatever, instead of just the 6-point case back, something with a little more interest to it. It has the logo on the crown, and it weighs 93 grams on the strap. So let's come up on that guy's sun-faded orange dial. It's a little bit of an ombre effect, light in the middle. It's getting darker at the edges. A light blue rehaut with the minute markings and a beautiful unidirectional bezel with a blue insert. The action on the bezel is amazing. If it was a little bit crisper and chunkier, I would have said it's like a marathon or something, but it is absolutely amazing, and I'm turning it I want to say I don't want to say with ease, but keep in mind I'm wearing gloves. But the texturing on the side of the bezel makes it such a dream to turn, and only in one direction, and it lines up perfectly. It's a dome sapphire and a slightly sloped insert to meet up with the sapphire. Looks great. So some faded orange dial. Matching color date wheel. Love the little details. We have silver hands, applied markers, and they actually use, for Superluminova, they use BGW9, and it is X1 grade. So that will glow, or should glow, super bright when we pop it on. The case itself is a mixture of brushing, brushing on the side, some polishing on the crown. All in all, I guess it's a very nice watch. Oh, and by the way, I noticed this before. The strap actually has their brand name molded into it. So really, really cool. Let's pull back and look at the whole thing. There you go. How about we look at the buckle? Not just logoed, embossed with the logo. Really nice. So I just want to be clear, obviously, as I said, I paid for the watch. I am not being compensated for this review at all. I did order it and shipped it to my business. I did it, quote unquote, anonymously. However, I did get an email, saying, thank you from someone there saying thank you for your purchase, and we can't wait to see your review. So I guess they kind of know who I was. But here we go. Let's try it on, right? Here it is on my 6.5, 6 3/4 inch wrist. Pull up my shirt a little bit. Below the bone, above the bone. Wonderful. 90 something grams, 93 grams, lightweight, 12.4 thick. So that is rather thin for an NH35 base diver, don't you think? I mean, what's the SKX? Close to 15 or so, 14 and change. So I think that the fact that they got it down to 12.4 speaks a lot to what they're doing. But let's check out the lume. Wow, BGW9 X1 is no joke. Glows great. They've got a KitKat at the 12 for your registration and a pip on the bezel. Wow, totally amazing. It really looks good. So I don't think I mentioned it, however, the bezel itself is ceramic, even though it just has the lume pip. I'm going to share with you some thoughts on the company itself. But basically, on the watch, I love it. I think it's great. The pricing is excellent. They're very competitive in the market. If this was an Islander, I'd probably have to charge a few dollars more, because I obviously have the expenses of being here in the U.S., overhead and things like that, but that's really no excuse. I think it's a great bargain. What I'm going to talk to you about when we get, when the lights go back on and you see me again, could be great thing for this company, but it could also raise their prices a little bit because it's going to involve some overhead and stuff. But anyway, let's see my thoughts on the brand. So now you've seen the watch. I really don't have much bad to say about it. I usually don't say bad things about anything anyways, but honestly, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't be doing the review. I would never trash a company. I just don't think it's the right thing to do. But the watch is great. But I do think, and if people from San Martin are listening, I do think I could offer some bits of advice. I hate to say it. I think we both started our companies pretty close to being around the same time. I mean, obviously I've been online for 20 years, but started my own brand about 5 years ago. Their primary market, no doubt, is the USA. I'm taking a guess, but I'm guessing that's what it is. The USA market is different than the overseas market. Americans do not like purchasing items from overseas on the whole. So here's my unsolicited advice, but I really think it'll help grow their company. Take it if you want. Again, I feel horrible like saying it, like I know everything, but I feel like I can offer some good advice here. Number one, redesign the website. Get it on a stable platform. And make it clean and easy to use. Have it designed by a native English speaker, not someone that just knows English, someone who was pretty much born in this country that can design you a website. It shouldn't be too difficult to find. And then secondly, because Americans still, like I said, do not like to buy things from overseas, set up a 3PL here in the USA. That stands for third-party logistics. Basically a warehouse where the watches would come in and they would ship it out to your customers. So your customers don't have to wait a week and a half or 2 weeks. And the goods are coming from the USA. They don't have to worry about customs because even though there's a duty-free allowance of what, $800 or whatever, still Americans feel that if they import something, there's going to be a duty, a tax, a problem with the border, whatever. They'd rather just source it domestically. So that way, it can be sourced domestically. Yeah, you'd have to pay duty on, I guess I'm talking to Sam Martin management. You'd have to pay the duty, to get it landed here in the States, and maybe pay someone boots on the ground here to help you manage it. But otherwise, I think your business would explode if you want it to explode. Not everybody needs worldwide domination, and sometimes people are just happy with business the way it is. But that is my 2 cents. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.